Hello, Steve White, Trip White 89 for Steve Arts 89. Star Trek's Alleged Gatekeeper. I am doing a really short little spoiler-free sort of, not really spoiler-free, sort of review of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Episode 3, Ghosts of Illyria, because my other one was so long and I just want to get through some of the little points that were like wow moments. We found out what Una's secret was. She is an Illyrian, and they are a race who are genetically engineered to adapt to their environments instead of terraforming planets. That was sort of like the idea. And she's hid it from Starfleet. She has to out herself to help cure a disease that she's the only one who seems to be immune from. But she's able to stay in Starfleet because Pike basically doesn't agree with Starfleet's policies, and they just decide to hide it, which I found very un-Starfleet and very unprofessional, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. This is totally spoiler, sorry. And we find out that Lan Khan is actually fully aware of her heritage, and everyone knows her ancestry and everything. I thought it was going to be a secret, and there were rumours that she was going to be a sleeper agent or something, but no, everyone knows, but she just wasn't discriminated against because she wasn't genetically engineered. She's just a descendant of someone who was. So, you know, she wasn't directly engineered, so she hasn't been discriminated against. Although in her life she says she was made fun of and discriminated against because of the prejudice on Earth against the genetically engineered because of the eugenics wars. So they're playing into that a bit more, but I'm glad that we know who she is and everything. And Mbenga has a secret as well. He was hiding his daughter in the pattern buffer because she had an incurable disease, and he thought if he could keep her in there, he could keep her in there indefinitely until he finds a cure on his adventures through space. And he brings her out occasionally just to talk to her and read her stories and that, because she's very young. And it's quite emotional. And I did find his accent was a bit heavy this episode. And I actually didn't understand a couple of the lines that he said, but it's okay. He's a very good actor. It's very moving. I almost cried when he was crying when he was caught out because he was hiding this because he didn't upgrade the transporter, which is how the disease that gets on the ship and affects everyone on the ship got on. And once they discover that, he's like, I confess, blah, blah. He expects to have to resign and everything. And Una's like, no, we're not going to take that away from you. So when he's talking about that and realizing it's up, you know, I can't do this. He doesn't fight it or anything. He's quite honourable about it. But she's like, no, it's okay. I'm keeping the secrets. I can't exactly throw stones at you. And they just set up a separate power source so they don't have to worry about the transporter having to be just... They sort it out so they can keep her in the pattern buffer, and he can keep up hope that he can actually cure her. So that was nice. So yeah, there's some secrets from Mbenga and number one. But that's about it. That's sort of the episode. Basically, they get sick, they cure it. It's a light disease where it's a deficiency of light, and they are all craving light and hurting themselves and trying to burn themselves. They cure it through number one's immunity, natural immunity, because her ability to, you know, adapt, and that helps her to create a immunity against it. And I think that plus using darkness, I think the two things combined sort of help to cure everyone. And they look at this race and realise that the ones who were down on the planet, because this whole episode, they were there at the planet to look for the Illyrians because they've gone missing. What happened was they were de-engineering themselves so they could join Starfleet, and in that process they left themselves vulnerable to this disease, and they were killed, and they were all sort of enveloped by the ion storms on the planet, and they are now all these like fire ghosts in the ion storm, and they do attack Pike and Spock, who are on the planet, who are quite cute as a little couple. Like I keep referring to them as Spike because I'm kind of shipping them in my head, and they protect them when the ion storm breaks through the building that they're in. These spirits who were also breaking in, who I thought were trying to hurt them, actually shielded them and protected them from the radiation and everything. So that was also a little bit confusing. And what Pike realised was these people are not bad people. Genetically engineered people aren't bad people. They're not all Khans, and we need to just stop discriminating against them. So it was interesting. But that was basically the episode. And the only other thing I thought was odd was that Uhura was wearing a do-rag. I'm like, in the 24th, 3rd century, haven't they like found a way to lay black people's hair? But okay, whatever. At least it matched her little outfit and everything. She had a whole little outfit going because she was sleeping in her cabin with, she had 2 boys, and they've all got these separate little pods so you can block it off so you can cut out the light and the sound and everything. So it's interesting to see how the crews live and everything. And to see the underwear, the general, the regulation underwear, long socks, black trunks, black socks, black undershirt. It's kind of weird. We haven't seen that since Enterprise. But those are all little bits that I thought were interesting without going too far into the story. Yep. So we found some secrets and there were some lies. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the episode. Thanks. Bye.